Hi everyone, this is Connie and this is my channel. Welcome. If you are new, please think about hitting that subscribe button, give me a big old thumbs up, and leave me a comment. Oh, and don't forget that notification bell. I'm taking part in a collab, so I'll get back to that in just a moment. As you can see, this is a crate or pallet, whichever how you want to say it, from the Dollar Tree, and that's kind of what this collab is all about, is those crates versus slash pallets, however you want to call them. So we are going to, myself and Mary is going to create with them. Now, we're not going to be creating everything. We're going to add to those. This is not Christmas decorations. This is just home decorations. So as you can see, I took the jute off that large one, and I took this little sign that I had for a while, and I am taking all of the letters and all of the paper off of this sign, and once I get it all scraped clean, I use water to get that last little bit. This is how I clean my signs off, and it comes off really easy and really smooth. Once that is done, then I'm going to set it aside to dry because it's kind of wet. Now I'm taking my Waverly chalk paint and plaster, and I'm painting this the crate, and then I'm going to be or this box from the Dollar Tree, and then I'm going to be painting the pallet slash crate. And then you're going to see in a moment what I'm going to do with it next. Okay, now I'm painting that little sign with the same plaster. Once that's done, then I'm going to move on to the next section. I'm going to go around the edges as well, set that aside, and now I'm going to hook this onto the box, and I'm going to be using wood glue, hot glue, and craft sticks. And I'm just cut some of those down, putting the glue in or on it, and then I'm going to hook those on, and then I'm going to hook it onto the box with no problem at all. Okay, now that it's done and it's all glued, all these sticks are on here, and it's nice and secure, I took this tissue paper that has all these different green leaves from the Dollar Tree, and I am going to Mod Podge it onto this crate slash pallet thing from the Dollar Tree. So I'm just putting Mod Podge on each slat, and then when I get to the end, I'm going to put it on that last one. Then I'm going to put it over it. You be very careful. You don't want to be too rough with the tissue paper because it will tear. So once this is all done and covered, then I'm going to move on to the next section. And what we're going to do is, while this dries, I'm going to write with that green paint the word welcome on this sign. And then we're going to go back to the tissue paper because we have to get all the excess off. And I do not use scissors. What I do is use one of my old nail files, and I file the edges off, and it just comes right off very, very easily without any problems at all. So once that's done, I'm making sure that W is big enough. It came out a little small, so I'm just making it bigger. Now I'm using that same green, and I'm going to dry brush it all over the plaster. Now I made a mistake, and I didn't realize at first. I did not realize. Okay, I'm putting the lines. I'm using a small paintbrush with that green, and I'm doing the lines. Then I do one side, and I completely forgot to go back and do the other side. So I went back later and finished doing it on the other side, just like this one. Then that's when I go to, once it's dry, I grab my file, and that's when I start on it. Right here, I just rub it downwards, and it completely cuts that edge off. And by using the file, it gives you a clean cut on that edge, and then you can go back and use a little bit of Mod Podge on it if you need to seal the edges, so there's no problem with that. Okay, I just got some foam, and I put it in there, and then I'm going to paint that welcome sign, not paint, glue that welcome sign on the front of that box, and then I'm going to start adding some greenery and florals, and I'm going to tell you, all the stuff that I'm making, or the two projects I'm making, is going to go in my bathroom. Now, I have made many things for my bathroom on different videos that I have done and lives that I have done, and I am going to be putting these all in my bathroom as a video, and it should be coming out in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to be redecorating my bathroom with all these different things. And all of this greenery and florals are all from the Dollar Tree as well. So I'm mainly using just green and white, and so that it matches that tissue paper on the back side, or not the back side, on the behind the florals and the greenery, so that it matches and it goes along with my bathroom. My colors in there are blues into seafoam, into greens, whites, and grays. The walls are light gray. So this will work perfectly in this room. Now that this project is just about done, I hope you guys like it. I think it's just darling. You can see how pretty it is. And I'm going to get to this information now about this collab. I'm doing this collab with Mary. Okay, this collab is with Mary from Craft Away with Me. Her channel link will be in the description box, as well as the playlist. I think she's doing a playlist. I'm pretty sure she is. And so you can check it out. So let's get back to this second project. Okay, so I took 4 of these little pallets, and then I'm going to glue them together with wood glue and hot glue to make one great big one instead of 4 small ones. After I glued all 4 of these together, then I used craft sticks on the back to secure it so that they will stay together. This is going to be a backdrop, and so I just wanted it completely, really strong and securely connected together. So I'm using craft sticks to give myself something to really stick it to, or stick it to each other, so that it is really well, together. So you can see I'm putting those little craft sticks on here. Then once this is done, I am going to use anti-wax, and I am going to more or less stain it so that it looks like it is a stained palette. So here's the two pieces, and then now I'm going to hook them together and make one big piece. I'm using those craft sticks again so I have a bigger surface to glue on, so that it has a better chance of being as secure as can be. And this is the Dollar Tree wood glue container. As it empties, I fill it up with my own, because I buy it in a gallon jug, because I use too much not to. So here I am just putting those little sticks on there, and then I'm going to glue it all together. So here's the back. I'm just using the wood glue and the hot glue, and I'm just sticking these all together so that it is completely secure. Now I forgot that I needed a smaller piece, so I hurried up and cut it and put it on there. And I realized that that was not going to be enough, so I got it completely done, and now I'm taking two of the little boxes from the Dollar Tree, and I'm hooking the outside pieces together with the wood glue and the hot glue, because this is going to be part of the shelving unit that I'm making. And so now I'm kind of trying to figure out what I wanted to do, and I decided not to do that, but I am going ahead and putting the Waverly Antique Wax on. Once you put it on, then you take a paper towel and wipe away the excess, and it leaves a beautifully stained look on this wood. As you can see, it is beautiful. I love the color. So once I get that done, then I set it aside, because I have to work on the boxes and the crate to get them exactly the way I want them, so that they can all go together. Okay, now because I have the two boxes and the one crate, I wanted it to have a shelf in the center, just like the two boxes. So I'm using these small craft sticks, and I'm going to make a little pallet, sort of, make it into a shelf in the center of this box. Now, I ended up putting it upside down, but when it was already together and glued. There was nothing I could do, because when wood glue is between two raw wood pieces, on the molecular level, they are stronger than the wood. So if I had to try to pull it apart, it would have tore the wood. So I didn't want that. So here I am just making these little pallets, and then you will see me put it in that shelf. Then I'm going to paint these with apple barrel white paint on both of these shelves before I move on to the next step. Okay, so this is a shelf I've had for many years, and I decided that I wanted to hook this pallets and crates on top of it, but I wanted to paint this black, and it was shiny, so I'm using Mod Podge so that the paint would stick to it. So I put the Mod Podge on that, and now I'm painting these crates with the apple barrel white paint inside and out. Now when the insides are dry, I'm going to leave them white, but the outsides I'm going to paint with a different color. Okay, now I'm going ahead and putting white on this, and as you can see, it took the paint really well. And now on these little crates, I am putting folk arts or Waverly's folk art agave paint, chalk paint, and I'm just putting it on the outside. I'm not putting it on the inside of these crates. I'm just putting it on the outside, and then I'm going to do it on both this one and the other one, and then I'm going to move on to the next part of this project. Now I'm using Waverly's pool, and I am putting it on the outside of those big shelves. And now I'm using E6000 and hot glue to hook these boxes with the crates, and then I'm going to hook them onto the top of those shelves, and it will be on the wall in my bathroom. It will have all the different cubbies, so I can put all these different little knickknacks that I have for it inside of those. And so the palette is a backdrop, kind of like a back wall, and it's going to sit just like that. And I am dry brushing now the pool on the agave, and then I'm going to dry brush the agave onto the pool so that it matches. It'll be different, but it will be the same colors, so it will match. And I really liked doing this project with Mary. She came to me a month or so ago and asked me if I wanted to do this excuse me, collab with her, and I was excited to do it. And that's why we decided not to do Christmas, to get a little bit of a break from Christmas stuff. So I hope you guys like both of these projects. I sure think they're amazing. So here I am putting the E6000 on all of these, and then hot glue, and then this project will be finished. And I really hope you guys like these. I think they're downright cute, and you'll have to watch for my other video. It might be after Christmas, where I am going to put the bathroom together with all the different items that I have been making. Now, once I put this on here, it's not being super secure, so I'm going to use some more craft sticks on the back, as you can see, and I'm just going to secure them so that it stays together. And now I'm dry brushing that agave on this pool. I wanted it to match. Not be perfect, not be the exact same, just match. So that's all I'm doing with this. And then we're going to call this project finished. You will see later on how I'm going to, in my next video, it's going to be after Christmas most likely, you'll see how I decorate this. Because I don't have all the items ready, so I can't do it right now. But I hope you guys like this. Don't forget to go check out Mary's video. She's using the crates and the pallets as well. And you guys have a most blessed week. And don't forget to call somebody and tell them you love them today. It might be exactly what they need to hear. And don't forget to be the Bible that somebody reads today. Bye.